Well, hey everybody, it's time for another EM review and introduction to a game on the floor here at the Roanoke Pinball Museum. And how do we know that we're in Roanoke? Well, if we wait, should be. That's right, 3 o'clock train whistle used to wake me up in the morning at 7 and every morning. So I knew it well, and I didn't live downtown very long. But anyway, welcome back to Roanoke Pinball Museum. If you'd like one of our fabulous t-shirts, just reply if you are interested in one. We have them in gray, black, and blue. You go ahead and close the door here. There we go. And also, if you would like a sticker, just stick it on your car, show support of pinball, leave a reply, and I'll mail one of these off to you. So, for $1, and I'll pay the postage. Anyway, so this is Magic City, 1967, Norm Clark middle pop game. Middle pop, yes, pop bumper between the flippers. I am a pretty big fan of them, and Norm Clark is my favorite designer. But what makes Magic City special? Well, it has a number of features that are kind of unique. For example, this is George Molenton, artist. This is his last EM pinball machine to design, was Magic City. And also its sister, Magic Town, which was the Add-A-Ball version of Magic City. But, George Molenton classic, city artwork, really nice. But what's going on with the rainbow here with the fountain? Well, this is how Norm Clark originally envisioned this game to be. He designed this game with a color wheel behind the fountain. And I guess when it went to production, Williams was like, nah, not gonna give you the wheel. We'll give you some blinky lights. They just put blinky lights behind here. So there's a story on Pinball News, and I think, I forget where it is, but a little story about kind of how this came to be. And Mark of funwithpinball.com, who I'm frequently a part of his online clinic. We do an EM repair clinic, so if you need help, you can sign up to do that at funwithpinball.com. But he got word of the story, and Mark is just a wizard at coming up with new toys and fun with pinball, literally, and created this LED board and the software to control the color fading. And it even has a Wi-Fi interface when you first boot this thing up. You can configure the speed of it. You want it to be warm, cool, color temperature, the lights. It's fantastic. But this is, in fact, how this game should have looked from the factory. So it is Norm Clark's original vision realized, thanks to Mark and a little bit of history. And of course, this fountain itself is based on Buckingham Fountain, which is in Chicago. So short drive, I guess, from the pinball factories was the inspiration for this back glass. But it's great. It's fantastic, mid-century modern kind of style. There are some illuminated parts of this back glass that do not have bulbs behind it that need to be added. I forget where. It's some of these little storefronts, and so there's even more tweaking that can be done to make it look even better. But this is what we've got. Little flashing warm white LEDs here, and we do all LEDs under the inserts and behind the back glass at the museum, just because we need uptime and we need maximum kind of color penetration. But I also do this at home too, so I kind of gotten to like the look. But of course, on top of the playfield, it's all 47 filament bulbs, because we do want some of that original EM kind of glow. So anyway, what's so special about Magic City? Well, I put it in the corner of the museum here overlooking the downtown square, because Roanoke actually is known as the Magic City, or was. It was a nickname because Roanoke between 1880 and 1890 was the fastest growing city in the South. And so as the railroad expanded and began pushing out west, Roanoke was, at least for at least a decade, pretty happening little place. So still a railroad town, although I think the last railroad company is actually leaving, unfortunately. But the rail is still coming through here. Amtrak will take you all the way up the East Coast. And so I just hope they don't get rid of the whistle. You know, that would be sad. It's kind of a Roanoke signature. But anyway, Roanoke is the Magic City, so what better place to have it than right here in the corner of the museum. So how does this game work? It's a very, very simple game, actually. It has terrific action, and I have made a few modifications to pep it up a little bit, but essentially the goal is to spell Magic City, and if you manage to spell Magic City, you will earn a free credit. If you light the star, which is you can only get this by spotting it. There is a spots the letter here and spots the letter target here. So whatever this top line is, wherever light this top line is at, will show you what it will spot below it. So right here, it's lined up to spot the A. So hitting a spot here or here will give you the A instead of having to roll over the A in Magic up here. So it's a pretty simple game. It has, of course, Norm Clark's affinity for the middle pop, so the dynamics are a little bit different. And you know, Norm Clark is he's kind of the Walt Disney of layout design, of geometry, and of crazy features. You know, these things that he puts in his games are a little bit different than almost any other designer in his own way. So I guess that's why they picked him to be the head of the Bally pinball division right when the solid state era was starting. So who knows? But anyway, let's give it a whirl. One thing I should also mention is that these pop bumpers, I took about 125 turns of wire off of each of them just to give it a little bit more pop. Generally I'll do that instead of high tapping the game at the transformer, because then everything is stepped up, and I don't really want everything to be stepped up. I really only want the stuff that is needing a little boost. So in some cases you can take a little wire wrap off the coil. It gives it a little more pep. So let's give it a go. I hope I'm not in your way. This is a new way of doing it. Okay, so you can see the 5 lanes at the top, M-A-G-I-C, and then C-I-T-Y will spell all that. Right now we're lined up to spot the A. So let's see if we can do it. And we just missed the rollover. Just missed it. Oh, nothing we can do there. That's just terrible. Let's do it again. Okay. And we got the rollover, but we already had the A, so didn't give us anything. Got the C. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, come on. And as you can see, whoa! Almost got that one too. Oh goodness. So what makes the spot line advance every time you hit that pop bumper, that is what moves the selection. Alright, we could use that. Oh, just missed it. Okay, right. Getting pretty close here. Ball 3 out of 5. You do need that T. Don't need the Y. Don't need the N. Come on, keep going. Oh no, it's going out. Ball 4, we've got quite a few letters left. And we do want to spot it. So let's hit that rollover at the top. Yes, we got it. Okay, so now just have 3 targets left. And that could be one of them. There's one. Oh, I let it go out. C and the I, all we need. And nothing is lit. Of course, if we get one more, we can have a chance to light that star, and that would give us a lit 100-point pop up here, as well as the specials here will light when that star is lit. Come on, C. Oh no. pops. They're so fun. It's not over. Oh, until it's over. Oh. Well, got pretty close. Let's see here. Let's give it another go. And one kind of cool thing, this is where Roanoke Pinball Museum takes its logo design from, is the star, not only echoed here in the Magic City, but also the Roanoke Star itself up on Mill Mountain overlooks the city, and until I think very recently was the largest man-made decorative star anywhere in the United States, but I think Texas finally outdid that a year or two ago. I guess we got to look at that. Texas, always Texas. All right, here we go. All right, we have the eyelet. Let's get that over. Uh-oh, it's not going to be enough. No. Come on now. Get that serious. Right, got the C. Oh, we got it. Oh, didn't even try. Let's go ball 3. Don't need the rollover, but we do need, there we go. Get up there. Get that switch. Still haven't spotted any shots in that middle target. There we go. Come on. There we go. I need that center target. Oh, darn it. So that M is lined up. Then I only need the I and the T. Let's yeah, all right. Oh no, oh. Darn it. Okay, let's see. Nothing is spotted. Just have to do it. Oh, I tilted. I tried to nudge it over to the lane that was ready. Just didn't work out. Okay, one tilt and you're out with this game. Let's try a third time, all right? Go. Spot that G for me. Get that C. Thank you. There you go. Almost. That was my fault. No. There we go. Oh, get that star. See, the star is lit now. Now you got your 2 specials on the way out down there. As well as that 100-point bumper in the middle. So let's hit that a few times. Try it. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. But you don't get it. That's what these EMs do. They give you the treat and yank it away. Okay, let's spot that A. Up there. Come on, yeah. Let's get. Oh, okay. Oh no. On the wrong side. Okay. Nothing to hit except the lanes, maybe. There we go. Yep, that's what we want. Okay. Come on. Ooh. Oh, I let it out of there. Okay. 2 left. Nothing we need except that M over there. No good. Get up. Come on. Oh. Let's go. Give me that. It's so hard to play this game from the. Oh, there you go. There's the. Okay. Oh. Hey, no. Oh, hey, no. All right. Need the Y. Need the Y. Got it spotted. It was lit. I hit that. Got the Y. So now, ball 5, M. Come on, man. If I plunge that, it's not lit, but if I plunge it, then when the game ends, it will give me an extra credit. So, where is that? I haven't even looked. You know, do you guys use your little shooter gauge above the plunger. It works. I haven't mapped this game out. Let's see. Let's try it on the, let's try it on the double bounce. Seems a little too much. So let's try the middle of the two yellows. Go. No, that's not enough. Let's try the middle of the first yellow. Go. Oh no, it's not gonna go right. No, go over there. Go, go. No, wrong side of the play field. The only way I'm gonna get it is by advancing that thing all the way. That's gonna be so hard to do. That's gonna be a lot of unless there's a miracle that happens at this point. Oh, get up there. Just get back up there. That's all I want to do. Oh no. Okay, good. Just get up there. Oh! Magic City, you're so strict. Darn it. But a lot of fun when you really get it dialed in, flipping quickly and going around. You're always one away from the magic. Anyway, well, I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of Magic City. I got a few others we've rebuilt here. We're not quite open yet because Virginia is one of the states where we have to kind of go by the state guidelines, and we're in phase 3. No idea when that's going to be. It's June. What even is today? It's almost like that should be a game show. What day is it? Friday. Anyway, hope you all have a good weekend. And Magic City, and maybe Magic Town. It's the Add-A-Ball version. It's a good, classic Norm Clark middle pop EM game. A lot of fun. See you next time.